Hello everyone and welcome to Race 9 at 61 Kartway 2018, our KHMR race, and packed the track bench as usual. Move in here as the drivers are ready to go in a pretty good sized field here today. We'll have 3 camera views for you here today. Technical difficulties in some of our other cameras prevented us from getting you all the views we normally have, but nonetheless, we have 3 of them for you here today. So, the outlap is where they're all starting, and starting a lineup is going to be, as we look, Morgan Schuler, Gage Kemp will be on the front row, Joseph Rapp, Nelson Yelinsky, who's had a really good run today in a fast kart in that Margay machine, will be on row number 2. Aaron Dunn, Chad Patch, row 3. Good to see Chad back at the track. Max Deitzenauer, Pete Schaefer will be row number 4, and Kenneth Johnston will be back in row number 5. He'll work his way towards the top of the hill, ready to take the green flag here in race 9, the KHMR race at 61 Kartway. Everybody racing for a little bit of money and a trophy at the end of the day. We'll see who gets it. Green flag is in the air. We're underway in race 9. Gage Kemp trying to pull out to an early lead. Morgan Schuler, now Yelinsky down on guard for spot. Yelinsky trying to get second. Can't. Here comes Joseph Rapp with the big run. They're 3 wide as they go through the garage corner. Joseph on top, going to get the spot, and Nelson is spun on the bottom. Trouble here in the early laps as they were 3 wide heading down the straightaway. Morgan Schuler was the lead this game, which somehow comes out unscathed. Joseph Rapp goes from 4th to 2nd, but now Morgan Schuler's on his back bumper. The 26 machine is now under attack from the number 1. Gage Kemp watches it all unfold in his rear view mirrors for now. Field works its way to the top of the track and through the final corner to complete lap number 1, and there is just a lot of action on track right now. Chad Patch, there in 4th position, then is running well, and 5th now Aaron Dunn, but Gage Kemp has pulled away from the field so far, and now Morgan Schuler trying to get back 2nd spot from Joseph Rapp. Can he get it done here? Maybe. He's got a good run going down into the Moneymaker. Will he draft? No, he's going to pull out a line and try to make the pass. The one of Morgan Schuler on the inside of the 26 of Rapp. No! A little bit of contact. Joseph Rapp is able to bump him there coming up the corner, and there is contact between the two, so Joseph will fall back to 3rd for now, and Morgan will gain that 2nd spot. What an opening couple of laps here as Morgan is back in 2nd position and will now have to work hard to track down Gage Kemp. Nelson Yelinsky, who is having a really good day here, actually looks like he may be able to compete for the win today, has fallen way back in about 6th or 5th or 6th. Yeah, 6th position, I believe, and is now trying to gather up to the catch back up to the end of the field. But what an opening lap there coming out of the S's. Nelson Yelinsky and Morgan Schuler were getting after it, and then Joseph Rapp turned and made it 3 wide, and I didn't know if they were all going to make it through the corner, and sure enough, when they got to garage corner, while Morgan began to fall in line, Nelson tried to push the issue there on the bottom and just spun himself around, and then behind him, the track was almost blocked for some of the other drivers, like Pete Schaefer was back there, I believe. He had a bit of an issue. Kenneth Johnston, I believe, got into him back there as well. So there was a couple of issues there further back in the field that resulted from that spin. Meanwhile, on track right now, Gage Kemp is trying to keep his lead over Morgan Schuler, but Morgan has a really fast kart here today, as he has already pulled away from Joseph Rapp, and he is setting his sights on the 1st place driver of Kemp. It looks like the 4x4 machine is starting to get reeled in a little by that 1 kart of Morgan Schuler. It is 2 Margays out in front, a Coyote in 3rd. Then I believe we have a top kart chassis, I believe, back in 4th. Not 100% sure what chassis that is Chad Patch is on. I believe it's an Aero kart, then a top kart chassis to Aaron Dunn. So, well, a lot of diversity there in the field, but Two more games leading the show out in front and Ignite and the Brava. Engaged Kemp continues to lead here at 61 Cartway. Morgan Schuler, Joseph Rapp in third, Chad Patch, Aaron Dunn, Nelson Jelinski in sixth, but he has already caught the back of the field and is racing hard for positions. Nelson Jelinski trying to make his way back up through the field as we are now a third of the way through this race here at 61 Cartway. And a disastrous first lap for the 98 machine, no doubt, but now trying to fight his way back and into the championship picture. Speaking of championship pictures, Gage Kemp has the lead in the championship right now. Joseph Rapp sits second in that battle by quite a ways back. Then there's another pretty big gap back to the third place cart. So right now the top three in the championship are all spread out fairly well. But Morgan Schuler there in second, who's not in championship contention, running very well here today and could swipe points away from Gage Kemp here if he's able to get the lead. As they work their way through the backside of the track, look at Morgan working hard inside that cart. Love this camera shot on board the number one cart. You can see how much it really moves around inside the cart. Got to give a lot of credit to Morgan for giving us this camera view. You can find the full race video from that camera view on his channel on YouTube, so check it out. Meanwhile, he is closing in on Gage Kemp. Joseph Rapp back there in third, beginning to lose even more ground, and behind them, the battle for fourth is beginning to heat up. As Nelson Jelinski has caught those two drivers in front of him, Aaron Dunn and Chad Patch, and is now trying to work his way up through the field to the fourth position. Gage Kemp continues to lead here at 61 Cartway, and Morgan Schuler has caught up to him. If he wasn't close before, he is there now, and we are just about to the halfway marker in this race. How about we give you a little Sunday afternoon crank it up here from 61 Cartway in race 9. Well, Gage Kemp and Morgan Schuler continue to battle for the top spot, and it is one of the best battles on track right now. Nelson Jelinski further back in the field, trying to work by Aaron Dunn for fifth position. But the battle is for the lead right now as Gage Kemp continues to lead over Morgan Schuler, but for how much longer it is clear the number one machine has speed. His fastest lap time of the race is a 50.0 second lap time. That is the fastest we have seen all year long, and Morgan Schuler is finding the speed in that Margate kart today. Meanwhile, Gage Kemp has got a pretty fast lap time too, under the 50.5 second marker. I think he's run a 50.2, but just not as fast as that one right now, and Morgan is there on his back bumper. He's got all the speed in the world. The problem is, does he have the room to get the job done? Will he look to the inside here? Here he goes to the inside in the garage corner. He gets the job done and is able to clear the 44. Now, normally we'd see Gage get a good run here going down to the moneymaker, but not enough of a run, and Morgan Schuler is able to get the lead here on lap 10. And will he be able to pull away is the question. What a good move on the driver of the number one machine to get the lead here early, or late I should say, in the last third of this race. But a good move to get the lead nonetheless. But Gage Kemp is there and sticking with him. Morgan Schuler out in front, Gage Kemp second. Can he get position on the number 1 machine. I don't know if they'll be able to. Morgan has been so fast today. Does he look to the inside here? No, but Gage is there. He's keeping the gap close and maybe even pressuring Morgan a little bit here. So as they work through the backside of the track, we'll see if Morgan Schuler is able to hold on to that position, and he is. Joseph Rapp still sits in 3rd. Nelson Jelinski has gotten by Aaron Dunn for the 5th spot, and he now sets his sights on Chad Patch for 4th. That's important for the championship, as Nelson Jelinski is trying to get onto the podium there. Through the final quarter in the complete lap number 11, and here he comes. Gage kept to the inside of Morgan Schuler. Oh, he really made it work there. He shoved it in there and was able to get the job done. Morgan gave him plenty of room. Nice clean pass. And the rookie in the Bridge 206 senior class has certainly done a wonderful job this year of progressing and getting better each week. The first week he was able to win, you all remember, because of a chain issue by Chad Peppers. But throughout the year he has continued to impress. He has learned from the mistakes he has made, and he is now leading in race 9 here at 61 Kartway. Gage Kemp also leads in the points. It would be great for him if he could get the win here today. Meanwhile, Morgan Schuler sits in 2nd. And going through my mind right now is the results from last week, as there may be lap traffic ahead for the leaders, and Max Geitzenauer back there in the 9th spot. But I believe, you know, there have been some thoughts going through Morgan's head, I believe, probably to try and make a move here in the closing stages. Remember how it ended up last time we raced here at 61 in race 8. Joseph Rapp, sitting in 3rd, about the same distance back as he is now, was able to come away with the lead because of a move Morgan made going into the moneymaker. That time it was on Aaron Dunn. Could he possibly make the same move today on Gage Kemp? Does Joseph still have a chance at this race? Or does Morgan get the job done? Is he able to get to the lead? So many questions that he has, and only a few laps to answer them all. Meanwhile, the leader's catching lap traffic. It's Max Geitzenauer there at the tail end of the field. He's getting the blue flag, but where will the leaders catch him at? It looks like they're going to catch him in the S's, which is possibly the worst spot they could catch him. Just at the end of the S's, though, Gage comes from. Oh no, he pulls back in line. Does Morgan have the run? He doesn't have enough to make a move. And he's got to stay in line behind Gage Kemp. So Morgan unable to capitalize on the opportunity, but Gage Kemp able to keep the lead and, more importantly, clear any lap traffic he may have had to deal with in this race. There are 2 laps to go in the race, and next time by, it'll be a white flag. 1 to go. But Gage Kemp has to hold on for 1 more lap, and Morgan is starting to bump him and make him worry a little bit. Gage Kemp trying to hold off Morgan Schuler. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go at 61 Kartway. This is for the money and the trophy here today. Gage Kemp, Morgan Schuler out in front, battling for position. Joseph Rapp way back in 3rd. Doesn't appear he'll be a factor unless something crazy happens again like it did last week. Morgan starting to dance around the number 44 machine's back bumper. Can he get a run? Does he look to the inside of the moneymaker? He's got a run here. He may look to the inside. He tries the same move he did last week, but this time no contact will be made between the 2 drivers, and Morgan Schuler stays in the 2nd spot. He's going to work through the backside of the track, but now a bigger gap between him and the 44 Gage Kemp. I believe that'll do it for Gage Kemp as he comes through the final quarter. Morgan Schuler has a decent run, but not close enough, and Gage Kemp will win race number 9 at 61 Kartway by a hair over Morgan Schuler. 3rd place is Joseph Rapp. 4th, I believe, will go to Nelson Jelinski as he worked his way back up through the field after that first lap crash. Chad Patch 5th, Aaron Dunn 6th. Good run for all those drivers. 7th, I believe, will end up going to Pete Schaefer. 8th, Max Geitzenauer, 1 lap down. Kenneth Johnston will finish 9th off of the track. He will not finish this race. And then John Shaw did not start this race, so he'll get credited for 10th. But what a fantastic race here today. A great performance by Gage Kemp, and fun to watch him and Morgan Schuler go after it. You know, earlier in the season, we talked about how there was a little shading and blocking going on by the 44. Well, there was none of that today, and he has certainly grown as a driver from watching him all year long as he plays capture the flag here at 61 Kartway in race 9. The 44 machine will go to victory lane for the Memorial race. It is Morgan Schuler second and Joseph Rapp third on the podium. Good job by Gage Kemp to capture the feature win. He is the win leader this season at 61. So here's a final look at the results. There you can see the margin of victory and the fastest lap time of the race. Until next time, so long everybody, and congratulations to Gage Kemp on his feature win. We'll see you all for race number 10.